This morning in today's checklist, we're going to tackle the world of medication. So according to a recent study, 6 in 10 Americans reporting taking at least one prescription medication. But are we taking them properly? Well, here to help us break down everything we need to know to keep ourselves healthy and safe, certified surgeon Dr. Cedrek McFadden. Dr. McFadden, good to see you.
Good to see you all. Thank you. Thank you.
So let's talk about timing. I would think the time you take medication, depending on what your doctor tells you, and consistency has to be important.
Yeah, both of them are equally important. You know, that's consistency. That's like the recommended time to take the medication, whether it be once a day, once a week. And that really creates a steady state to allow that medicine to be in your system enough so it can do its job the way it's supposed to. But that timing is equally as important because you may not know this, but our bodies change throughout the day. So everything from your blood pressure to your hormones, even the amount of acids produced in your stomach that can break down this medication, that changes throughout the day. And that can affect how the medication works or how well it's absorbed in the body. So the recommended timing to say take that blood pressure pill at night, but not to take the thyroid medicine in the morning, that's just not guesswork. That's chemistry. And it's designing to try to make sure that your body is working along with that medicine in its normal rhythm. And so that's very important to remember that. But the medications that we take can act differently depending on the time of day that you take that medication. And some of these medications have side effects, whether it be sun sensitivities, which is why if you have certain creams, they're going to say, hey, maybe you don't take that during the middle of the day, maybe you take that in the evening.
What about coffee?
What is that?
So how many cups of coffee have you had already today?
One.
All right, and that's good, right? Many people wake up, the first thing they do is take a cup of coffee, and then they take their morning prescriptions. Well, that coffee can affect how that medication is broken down and how that active ingredient gets brought into your system. So the recommendation is that you take that coffee after you take the medication, at least 30 to 60 minutes. But if you got to have that coffee as soon as your feet touch the floor, wait an hour and then take the medication.
Oh, cool.
You know people do it.
Absolutely, they do.
Some medication should be taken on a full stomach. We read that all the time.
Yeah.
Some should be taken on an empty stomach as well. Does what we eat also have an effect on the medicine?
It absolutely does. I mean, what you eat can boost the act of that medication, but also some medications can be hindered by the foods that you eat. For example, if you have like a fatty meal, like avocado with eggs or salmon with olive oil, good stuff, right? But it can actually potentiate and improve the absorption of some of your vitamins and supplements. On the other side, in my world of colorectal surgery, we talk about leafy vegetables and fiber, which is great. But if you take that when you're taking blood thinners, the blood thinners may not work as well, right? So you have to really know and check your food and your supplements to make sure you're doing the right thing. I've seen people take medications with everything from orange juice to milk, glass of wine.
Sometimes it's just dry.
Yeah, but that's really not what you should do. You really should, just for the consistency of having that medication function the way it should, you should take it with a glass of water unless your doctor is giving you specific instructions to say, hey, take your iron pill with orange juice or something like that.
Hey, where should we be storing our medication? Because most people put them in the bathroom, which is probably not the best place for them.
This always gets most people. You know, I think the medicine cabinet is probably the most misleading name in all of our house.
That's interesting.
Right? Because it's the least place that you want to put your medication because of the humidity, the heat, and it can actually make a situation where the medicine doesn't work as well. So you want to put that medication in a cool, dry place. Think on the shelf in the closet, in the nightstand, someplace safe, obviously, from children, but you want to avoid the bathroom. And when you're done with that medication, when you've completed the prescription, you don't want to just toss it in the sink or the toilet or even in the trash because, number one, someone can get it and use it inappropriately, or it can get into the water supply. So
we only have a few seconds left, but you say, last but not least, folks should talk before you take.
Yes. Talk about all the medications, the supplements that you take with your doctor. And I think you want to be accurate about all the things that you take and how often. If you don't think it's necessary, talk about what you're taking. And I think I want to just make sure we lean on our pharmacists. That's an extension of your medical team. Your pharmacist, they always ask, do you have questions about your medication? And most people say no, because you're trying to get out of the pharmacy. But that's a great resource that you can take advantage of to make sure you're getting these questions answered. Can I have grapefruit? Can I eat the salad? These are experts at just medication and other things. So you want to talk with your pharmacy and keep them a part of your medical team.
Great tips.
Good. So you're going to take medicine, you might as well make it work.
Absolutely.
Maximize
it.
Absolutely.
Dr. McFadden, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.